perfectly happy.
Oh my gosh, did you really do that? You've got to be kidding me. No. No, this is not Angel. Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to Angel episode 17. So in the last episode of Angel, I did watch Buffy last, and just briefly, that was such a fun, crazy episode with Jonathan as the ultimate human being of all time. Like I mentioned, I do hope that we see more of Jonathan, just regular old Jonathan, either in Buffy or, if he showed up in Angel, that'd be down for that too. But in the last episode of Angel, we obviously had more of a look at the darker underground, underbelly, under something of LA, where they run these demon gladiator fights. And it's rough. It's really a rough, hard existence living as a demon. Demons, this is just a random thought. Demons refer to themselves as demons, but that's such a derogatory, negative term, Like, demon with a heart of gold, is that an expression? Do demons refer to themselves as demons? Am I forgetting some of the lore of, what demons are? Also, vampires, at least what I've come to understand so far, at least in this show, is that vampires fundamentally are pure evil demons. Some of them have amazing personalities like Spike, but deep down, they're just evil. But clearly, some of these other breeds of demons that we've seen, especially in Angel, some of them are good, or at least neutral. So it's just, the whole concept of it is very interesting to me, and it's something that I've actually wondered since the first season of Buffy. And maybe this will be explained, so please no spoilers, but I've always wondered if there's a possibility that not all vampires are evil, and that it's not quite so black and white. But up until this point, I feel like the show has made that point fairly clear. I think that's been explained in a couple of episodes, that vampires are these pure evil demons. I feel like this philosophical discussion, I bring up this episode all the time because it's one of the best in my mind, but in Lie to Me, where, Buffy is explaining that if you live and embrace immortality as a vampire, it's not really you, first of all. And second of all, it's this pure evil demon just kind of inhabiting your body and your memories and your personality like an evil parasite of sorts. Anyways, enough talking about the mythology and the lore and contemplating the existential outlook of demons. For this show, here we are, I do find it a bit interesting that in the last couple episodes, we've had a couple new love interests for Angel, and I wonder if that's because some audience members haven't warmed up to Kate, or if the actress maybe is making an exit from the show. I hope it's neither of those things, because I'm a big fan of Kate, and I also think the actress is really good too. So maybe it's just to kind of keep you guessing and maximize the drama. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But excited to check out this episode of Angel. As always, the full reactions are up on Patreon, along with future episodes of both Buffy and Angel. Thank you to everyone who generously supports there. Let's get into today's reaction. Angel, episode 17.
That's it then. We're trapped. We might try shooting fire. It's not technically a crowded thing.
Oh, come on. I know Angel hates parties, but a play with Cordy, that's an instant win.
When Torvald is not as devoted to me.
And I thought I knew eternity.
Oh, Angel. Hopefully Cordy's acting career turns out okay eventually. So far it's been pretty rough, but it's never, unless you get a really lucky break as a young actress, it's usually going to be a struggle.
Okay, so I was loud, but was I any good?
You were amazing.
You took the role and made it your own.
I love how they're being honest and nice at the same time.
I wouldn't say it if I didn't think so.
Thanks. You didn't say it.
I didn't? All right. He gave me his card.
What? I was working.
Wait, is that same guy from the pilot at the party?
You played Raven in On Your Own? Big hit television show. It's only on for like 9.5 years. Do either of you...
Wait, what's going on here? Holy. That was good stunt work, dang.
Oh my God, Rebecca!
And you're gonna be a hero now, and look at this, you have another love interest, Angel. A beautiful actress.
Oh my God, what was she like?
Cordy.
Miss Lowell.
Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't get your name.
Cordelia Chase.
She's not talking to you, the handsome brooding fella.
I'm Rebecca.
Angel.
And she's entranced.
Do you make a habit of this sort of thing, Angel?
Yes, he does.
Revenger, only not too dark, happy dark. I got a card in here somewhere.
Cordy, you're not helping. You're not helping.
Oh, he does that. Here's our card. If you ever need rescuing or just want to pal around or something, call us.
I like how Wesley is like literally dragging Cordy. She's like, no, not the time. But she's gonna call him not for rescuing, but for a date.
I'm in the picture.
Where?
Right there.
Where?
Right there, next to Rebecca. That's my elbow.
Oh, okay, Cordy. She loves Rebecca. She's a super fan, man.
Elbow. And an article about me saving a TV star. Just because the papers want to make
There's no mention of you.
What?
Nothing.
How? There were so many witnesses.
They say there are no seasons in Los Angeles.
We have to use this now before she's just another True Hollywood story. When we're...
I love how Cordy is concerned more about Rebecca's career than their own business.
Coffee? Tea? We don't have anything good here. But our intern would be happy.
Poor Wesley was offended by that, being labeled as an intern. At least give him assistant.
Sure. Right in here.
Stay.
She's like, guards, give me some privacy.
Stay.
Wesley's like sizing them up. Like, I'm a tough guy too. I'm very strong.
You're not fond of sunshine.
I'm a night person.
Me too.
Oh, she's like, see, we're so connected. Ask me out already.
I'll give you a private screening of the episode I didn't win the Emmy for.
Wow, that's not suggestive at all. Coming on strong.
My personal telephone number. Scary calls in the middle of the night. Most of my devoted fans are...
Oh, dang, she actually came with a legitimate problem. Okay, I thought she just came to see him.
Then I'd just be hand-feeding the story to the Inquirer. No thanks.
How do you know I won't do the same?
Because you're too handsome to betray me.
And I'm sorry. But I can't take your case.
Are you insane?
No privacy there, Cordy. Why wouldn't he take her case?
They'll find the guy. You don't need me.
I'm surprised he's not helping her.
Fight off donkey demons who rip people's guts out, but he can't help one defenseless actress from a psycho?
I'm kind of on Cordy's side.
He likes her. He's afraid of getting close.
Wow. Okay, so he felt something right away, too. Look at this. Sorry, Kate. Goodbye.
Right case for you. Maybe we can find somebody else to help her.
Oh no!
Oh, great.
What's the sex thing in my vision? Oh!
Is she faking?
It's a figure, a woman.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing, Cordy. This is so good.
Terrible danger.
Work on the acting a little bit, but that was still a great idea.
You have to be proactive with deterioration. Right. Christiana had it done at 24.
Plastic surgery at 24? Stay out of Hollywood, people. I do think it's true. No one's life is perfect, but come on, would you rather live the struggles of being extremely wealthy or the struggles of a tough construction job? You know what I mean? Little perspective. But I feel like Angel's making a mistake, too. I feel like she's very vulnerable. Just because you don't want to be close to someone, that's not enough of a reason not to help them when they're in danger, man. I hope you carry pepper spray. I don't know why you would in your own home. Holy! Oh, nice, nice. That was like a Braveheart moment, almost. See, Angel did really like her because he was stalking her outside the home.
Are you...
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. She finds out quick.
Are you alright in there? I'm gonna call the police.
And he pulled another Batman vanishing act.
I am sure. I'd rather be alone tonight.
Alone, no? After all this, don't you at least...
I don't trust him, okay? What if he's the one behind having her attacked? He just gives me bad vibes. Look at him.
I love you, kiddo.
Do you? Do you? Or are you trying to do publicity or something with all these attacks? Look at him. That's not a trustworthy smile. He's the evil guy. Come on. Sniff it out, people.
I'm not what you think.
You're not?
Does she know about vampires already?
Bela Lugosi, Gary Oldman. They're vampires.
Frank Langella was the only performance I believed, but...
Wait, who? Who? Which movie do I need to check out, Angel? I trust your recommendation.
Do you drink blood?
Yeah, but not people.
I'm a vegan vampire.
200 and some change.
200 years, but you look...
Very good.
If I touch you, will you be cold?
Is that just an excuse to touch him?
I felt colder.
You're really not afraid.
I kind of like that about her, though.
Really want to be alone tonight.
We cut away. We cut away. TV ratings. What's the angel curse again? He can have sex, but not if he's not in love with them, it's okay, right?
Yes. Isn't this what you were lobbying for?
How early did he spend the night?
Good question.
And what are the odds he'd find it with an actress?
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, it's a bit rude.
I was... I meant TV actress.
I love that attempt at recovery, Wesley.
Cordelia, you're here.
She brings coffee, like...
And across.
Well, judging by the outfit, I guess it's safe to come in. Evil Angel never would have worn those pants.
That's true. Angelus' style is different than Angel's. It's very... Of course Cordy would notice that, you know? That's so true to her character.
I told her I was a vampire and that daytime patio dining was out.
Did you just make a joke?
I really told her.
He is in love. Holy. Making jokes and everything.
Wow. So do you think she'd still set me up with her manager?
Cordy's like the friend in a rom-com or something.
Yes. They want you to come into their offices and read.
Read.
He's not looking out for you, bro. He's not.
Suddenly, nobody again.
Well, not according to these.
According to those.
I mean, even Leo had to read for Titanic, okay?
You're what, 44 long?
Why?
I've got a premiere tonight. Can't go without my bodyguard.
And I need a date. I do feel like they have chemistry. He's gonna have an acting career soon. Cordy's gonna be jealous, okay? He's gonna start. That would be actually a great side plot if he had an acting career to help pay the bills for the Angel investigations. I wonder how many actors like do dislike that when people know them for their role and not who they are. Oh, come on. He's being so obvious, you guys.
God, if I had to sit through every one of these, sheer boredom would kill me.
Saving your life a second time. Nice jump, dude. Doing it in a tuxedo, too. He's gonna be full on James Bond Batman. Make him talk. Make him talk. Who's your employer?
Ken, are you all right? I came as soon as I heard.
Go ahead.
And when was that exactly?
Oh, tell me she's gonna realize that he's up to it.
At your house.
He's a stuntman. You used to represent him.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. What stuntman would do this?
I thought the publicity might help you get the series. I did it out of love.
Why not let her in on the secret if you're gonna pull a crazy stunt like that?
She's not you. And we're gonna have to face it. That nobody stays young forever.
Except vampires. Dang, don't tell me she's gonna ask Angel to turn into a vampire for her Hollywood career. Talk about a deal with the devil. If vampires were real, how many actors would do that, though?
Thanks for coming. I'm so glad you could find a time.
That laughter was so funny and nervous.
That's what happens when you first start out.
Look at this, she's being so encouraging. Oh, Courtney is so relatable.
How did he become what he is?
Oh, God. You got 8 hours?
I've got all day.
How long will Rebecca be able to put up that polite smile to get the information she wants?
So I just came down. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Come on in.
I wonder if Angel will be insulted if she asks to be turned to a vampire.
Have you got glasses?
Yeah. Yeah. Please, sit down.
He's like, drink before I offer this business proposal.
Done that thing where you link arms and sip champagne? It's sort of a good luck thing.
She's like, come a little closer, please. I can't tell now, though, if she is more preoccupied with getting close to him or if she wants that vampire eternal youth.
Oh!
Okay, she's trying to get his shirt off. Come on. He's been around a couple 100 years. I don't think this trick is going to work on him. She's going to follow you. Or do something else. Don't tell me she's going to drug him. Oh, come on. I actually liked her character.
Corny. I promise not to ruin your wardrobe in the process.
Dang, I can't believe she would do this. I know there's ambition, but come on. After he helped you, after he literally saved your life, you're gonna do this? Should have gone with Kate. Drink the champagne with the right girl. That's the lesson.
Close off stores for her? Oh, and lunch at Mirabelle. I had the most to die for veal fillet with a light.
I'm so happy Courtney's excited.
What's his favorite color? What kind of aftershave he wears? The exact specific details on how someone could make themselves into a vampire.
Oh, here we go. Should have told him sooner.
I used to be, a long time ago. I hurt a lot of people.
Dang, he's really opening up, too.
But I almost had it sucked into hell once, too.
The balance of scales of Angel's good deeds and Angelus's evil deeds.
It's probably not a good idea.
What did she drug him with exactly?
You know what I'm saying. Do it.
Stay strong, bro.
You don't know what it is you're asking me to do.
Of course I know.
No, you don't. It won't
I'm
even
not
be
a
you.
fool. There's a price. I understand that.
No. It won't even be you. It'll be the demon inside you.
You weren't afraid. You looked into that mirror and all you saw was yourself. But that's all you ever see, Rebecca, and that's what...
Dang.
It's about how you see yourself. Your own reflection has been corrupted into something unrecognizable. You think you want it to stay the same?
Spitting facts. Holy.
What did you do?
Yeah, he knows he wouldn't do this on his own.
You put something in my drink.
I just wanted you to relax a little, Angel.
Don't give me that excuse.
Sorry.
Everybody's so sorry.
I just wanted us both to be happy.
Don't tell me Angelus is gonna come out.
Perfectly happy.
Oh my gosh, did you really do that? You've got to be kidding me. No. No, this is not Angel. Oh.
You're
Free!
This is why you don't mess with vampires. You don't drug people. Oh my gosh.
Your head on a stick. As proof.
my head on a stick.
He's not kidding. He's not exaggerating.
Pike.
You're just trying to scare me.
No, he's not.
Unbelievably long hours, then you can tell me if this is the lifestyle for you.
It's not a bluff either. How do they bring Angel back, though? What did she drug him with exactly? Holy.
Okay.
Thank God.
It's not over. Where's Angelus?
You have to help me. He's trying to kill me.
You slut.
Huh?
You did it with them, didn't you?
Cordy.
With respect, Miss Lowell, you must have done something.
Yes.
Well, I may have given him something to help
May have, you did. Come clean.
Equalizer, it induces bliss.
Bliss? As in bliss? Sheer contentment?
Oh my gosh.
He bit me.
Still, we might want to leave the premises for a while, just until the effects wear off.
Well, are you sure
Dang, don't give him heroin either or something.
they will wear off?
Reasonably sure. He's got the power.
Oh shoot, Angelus hunting them?
Cordelia? I'd lay odds that the phone's dead too. What do y'all think, hmm?
Be careful, you guys, be careful.
I want you to listen to me. What you're experiencing is not genuine. You've been fed a...
Is that enough to bring him back?
Angel?
I love how dark it is. So ominous.
You don't really have an inferiority complex. You're just simply inferior.
Oh, that's so mean. I love how vampires like target people's insecurities too.
Why don't you just
Line!
Oh, don't tease her about that.
Why? You didn't. I mean, I've been to hell, but that was so much worse.
Oh, she's so hurt.
Either. I mean, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Everybody was just laughing so hard.
Oh, come on.
Raven here to coach you, then you'd actually suck.
And he calls her Raven to be insulted.
back off?
Is that holy water?
One more step and you'll find out. You think this is just water?
Is she bluffing?
I hadn't prepared for it. Why do you think I have a stake stashed in my desk, a cross in my bag? I think about
I think she's bluffing, but she's being so badass either way.
blessed every second Tuesday by Father Mackey, the local parish priest, while you're down in the bat cave, sleeping through the better part of the day.
She's being very specific, which is smart. It's regular water.
And the Oscar goes to...
That was a good performance. Was that enough? Is he gonna wake up back as Angel, hopefully? He's back, you can tell. Even with his eyes closed, the acting is so good. Like as Angelus, you could just tell immediately. Oh, it was so cool seeing him back.
Are you still evil?
No. He's had his Snickers bar, okay?
I'm so sorry.
Can I get another reading on that line, please?
Come on, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. Be mad at Rebecca.
I think it best if we simply put it behind us. Move on.
I like the perspective, Wesley. He's hurt, though. He's hurt.
Wesley. Nice moves up there.
It was impressive.
This may not be the most relaxing company, but at least he's honest. Shouldn't I expect the same from the not evil version of my friends?
That's a very interesting point.
You're not gonna untie me, are you?
Also, those are similar pants to what Buffy was wearing in the season 3 finale, right?
Guys?
Wow. What an episode. Oh, that was an incredible episode. All right, so that is Angel episode 17. That was so good. I mean, I was enjoying the episode up until a certain point, but the second Angelus came back, oh, I forgot how amazing he was. I mean, it was almost like Faith coming back in the middle of season 4, where seeing Faith was such a great surprise and brought back so much of how the excitement of the show when she was involved. Angelus, wow. I mean, he is such a good villain. I know that I've been on the record saying Drusilla is my favorite villain of the whole show, but Angelus is right there. It's actually very close. I'm not sure in this moment, just seeing like how amazingly evil he is. Oh, so good. But before I get into that, I kind of want to talk about this episode. Almost feels like two distinct halves. And really, Angelus kind of just shows up more in the third act as like a killer finale. I mean, if anyone was watching this episode when it aired on TV and maybe they just weren't connecting to the character of Rebecca or something and they shut the TV off or switched the channel, you missed out. You missed out on the ending, which which was just so good. But I kind of want to talk about the first main portion and kind of themes of this episode, because I find those interesting as well. I was enjoying this episode, and then that was just the cherry on top, the grand finale. But, you know, the character Rebecca here we have this actress who is clearly ambitious, struggling in the difficult, you know, kind of culture and competition and just the world of Hollywood and show business and performance. And that's something that I've been around myself. That's something I can relate to. And, you know, I feel like it was also like there is the perspective. You can kind of look at someone like Rebecca, who is a successful actress, but is struggling kind of in a slump in their career. And you can say like, okay, yeah, you have a lot of great things in your life. But on the flip side of it, I do think that Angel is right. Everyone has their problems. And it's just kind of a reminder that you can have this fame, this wealth, this success. And, you know, a healthy perspective is to be grateful for what you have and to realize that there's so many people who would do anything to be in your situation. But it's not so simple. Let's just be honest. I mean, it's very human to want more, especially if you're an ambitious person and you're very career driven. And I like how they kind of showed some of the struggles of that industry, like how biased it is against people's age and how that is just a reality. It's like it takes time to get ahead in your career, but particularly in Hollywood where it's so visual and image based, you know, aging is such a relevant thing for getting cast. And I feel like there's just a callousness with just the way that the industry works, where it's like, yeah, you'll be replaced by someone younger than you in a hot minute, and no one cares about stuff like that. And that is difficult, okay? Like, just because you have money and just because you had landed a good part, it's not that you're still human. You're still going to have problems. You're still going to have issues that you deal with. And I feel like it's a good reminder anytime, you know, I look at someone who's like very wealthy or successful, and it's easy to be envious of them. But at the end of the day, they're just humans. They can have their own struggles. And oftentimes the wealthy, famous people can be even more miserable than someone who's just making a decent living and has other things in their life that are way more meaningful and way more permanent in a sense, as opposed to the fleetingness of something like attention and fame. But then I thought it was a nice, you know, it was a very obvious that her manager, the agent guy, was sleazy. So I'm glad that wasn't like saved as a big reveal. They showed that pretty early on, but it actually was a perfect way thematically dealing with those struggles of fame and aging to then transfer to someone who's envious of a vampire's ability to not age. It's kind of an angle I feel like hasn't been focused on in a whole episode in all the Buffyverse so far. And it's a fascinating one. That's kind of a big concept of vampire lore, the fact that you have eternal life and eternal youth. And that's one of the kind of existential appeals of living as a demon. I don't know. I thought that was just a fascinating way to kind of explore the theme. You know, I have a lot. It's less understandable for Rebecca to kind of crave that life as a vampire as opposed to, I forget the name of the kid from Lie to Me. Here I am mentioning that episode again. I'm sorry. It was just so good. But, you know, in that scenario, we have someone who has a terminal illness and is just trying to cling on to life and is also very, very young. That's a more understandable terror as opposed to just wanting to cling on to your beauty and your youth for the sake of ambition in your career. But it was relatable to a degree. I mean, I feel like there definitely was a line crossed when Rebecca literally drugged Angel. And I just love the idea that here she is. She's very brave, clearly. Like, she wasn't that startled and thrown off by, you know, realizing, I'm surprised. Even artists, I know artists can be different with their temperaments and maybe more accepting of things. I myself feel like I'm very open-minded, but I think if I literally realized overnight that vampires would be real, it would be a shocker. I'd be more like Kate for sure. So the fact that Rebecca just rolled with it so quickly, you know, I thought initially it was more that she was just so enamored with Angel and personally attracted to him. But I actually think it's more than that. I think that maybe there was something on a deeper level going on with her personality. And then clearly there was that appeal where the second she put it together that vampires never age, that they live forever. I love that she had this idea, but here she is playing with fire, not realizing how dangerous it is. You know, she thinks she understands vampire lore from movies, from the idea of eternal youth. But the second Angelus came out, it's like this huge moment, this kind of slap in the face of reality of how dangerous. You're not messing with some cute little thing. You're messing with a dangerous, terrifying monster, a demon that can torture and kill you. And props to her when she did realize, you know, she was brave. Like, she stood her ground in a pretty courageous way. You know, I think she kind of dug her own grave there by, you know, drugging someone. Like, what are you doing? Well, I get you're ambitious, but here she is, this guy who was actually looking out for her. It's a pretty garbage move to do to someone, but it was such a cool moment. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't see it coming sooner, I guess. It should have been obvious. Here I was concerned for Angel, like, oh shoot, she's going to take advantage of him. She's going to try to trick him. No. Shouldn't have been worried about that. Here we have Angelus coming back. And like I said, I mean, obviously I'm very excited about it. Seeing Angelus, he's just so entertaining, and I just love how everything about Angelus is so different from Angel. His mannerisms, his attitude, his facial expressions, you really feel that demonic entity coming to the forefront, you know. I don't know, he's just a badass villain. He's so cocky, he's arrogant, he's mean-spirited, he's cruel, something that you see consistently in a lot of vampires. I mean, Spike obviously is kind of one of those harsh truth tellers. I like how there's that angle to Angelus as well, where he's ridiculing his friends. And I think that, you know, Cordy's conversation there at the end was also very interesting. I'll touch on that in a minute. But I don't think that vampires, they tell the truth strictly speaking. I think what they do is they're very good and attuned to people's insecurities and their weaknesses and their emotional desires. And because they enjoy more than just inflicting physical pain on others, they enjoy seeing them squirm and feel emotional pain. You know, just like we saw Darla kind of even make Angelus suffer after he had killed his family. It's just one of those traits we see in vampires. They enjoy messing with people psychologically. I think that they use that and they mix it with a lot of things that are true. I mean, yes, it is true that Angel thinks Cordelia is a bad actress, but part of the things that we do for people that we love is that we communicate to them in a more considerate way. You know, like, are you a true friend if you tell them, like, oh, your play was shit? I feel like the manner that you tell someone something, like, there might be a moment if you have to tell a friend, like, a hard truth, like, hey, you got stuff on your face, you need to wipe it off. And I mean that not just literally, metaphorically, you know, like, that is something true about friendship. You can tell people that you trust, you know, certain things and be honest with them to a good degree. But I don't think that's what Angelus is doing, strictly speaking. I think that his end goal is just to inflict pain, and he's going to mix truth, insecurities, and cruelties and nastiness, whatever he needs to maximize a cocktail of suffering on someone else. And it's just a cool thing to have villainous characters do, that they're not satisfied with just destroying you or killing you. They want to see you suffer as well. It just makes them that much more evil, and it really helps Angelus every time we see him when he lives up to that legendary name that we know him as, like a vampire who's known in the vampire community as legendary, someone who the master himself marveled at their cruelty and their killing, you know. So of course it's very satisfying to see a villain come forward who's that dangerous and mean, you know. Oh, I'm just so excited Angelus is back, clearly. And the whole way that was done too. I love how the power went down in that scene, and we have Angelus just stalking them in the dark, you know. And it was painful. It was very bittersweet, because I am such a fan of the core, you know, trio that we have, Wesley, Cordy, and Angel, as friends. And so to see him be cruel to them is painful. It's extra, but it's emotionally effective for that scene. So I really, that type of payoff is set up by episodes and episodes leading up to this, where we get to kind of see the strength of their friendship build. And so that's really, moments like this are really something that you can appreciate for a long-running TV show, because in a movie you only have so much more runtime, but here you have a great payoff that is much more powerful because we've spent time with these characters in this relationship over a long journey of a show. It's just really, really cool when a TV show takes advantage of the medium like that and executes a moment so effectively. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm gushing for so long. I just was such a fan. It was so cool. It was such a great episode, and the finale was amazing. And I feel like I'm jumbling and jumping all around with my points and not making a straightforward analysis. But like I said, with the moment with Cordy, you know, Cordy, of course, appreciates someone who's so straightforward and honest, because that's what's so great about her herself. That's her personality. She she is a truth teller and she says things even when it might be a little bit awkward and uncomfortable. And I actually think she does it in most of the time a pretty cool way and almost always a very funny way as well. So I'm very partial towards her communication style for sure. But I like the point that she made. And I think that there is some truth to that. Like, if you truly are friends with someone, you should be able to be honest with them and to communicate truthfully, even if those truths are difficult. Now, I think there is a place for tact. There is, that's not an excuse to be mean-spirited when you tell your friends they're not good at something, or you just, I don't know, any of those hard conversations that you have to have. But I do think a lot of people are guilty, myself included. I've definitely fallen into this category where you kind of avoid those difficult conversations and maybe you kind of hide the truth just because, they're your friends. You want to be nice. You want to keep things comfortable, and those things are never always easy to say, especially to people that you care about. But I think Cordelia is spot on in her assessment. Like, you should be able to be honest with people that you really care about, fundamentally. I personally feel like you can omit telling someone certain things and kind of just accept them because you do care about them as well. And, you don't have to list out every single pet peeve or thing that someone who's close to you does constantly just to be honest. It's a good rule, interstellar rule, to quote TARS, 90% honesty policy. And that, that 10% that you're dishonest about, that needs to be a insignificant 10%. It can't be like, oh, I'm honest about how annoying your chewing is so I can cheat on you. That's my 10%. No, that doesn't work. You got to be, just have common sense as an overriding deal with your honesty. But 90% honesty, that's good. If someone does something that's slightly annoying to you, maybe you communicate it to them, but no one is going to get along and like every single thing about another human being all the time. I think that's just impossible, and part of friendship is accepting other people too. Maybe that's actually something I should leave with. What do you think is the best policy with honesty towards your friends? Do you think it should be absolute, that you tell them everything no matter what? You just have to do it in a respectful way? Are there some things you can kind of just look aside? I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely more of the case where, as a general rule, complete honesty, but I kind of take complete in a literal sense. So that's why I'm kind of going to the mathematical equation of 90% honesty. I think that's a good general rule. And certain conversations you don't have to have with people you care about. And for important things, you do. I feel like I'm not breaking this down well at all. I'm just going to stop talking because my analysis of this episode is not close to appropriate for how great this episode is and for how, this is one of my top episodes of Angel, I think. I really, really liked it. I hope we see more of Angelus. He's such a good villain. It's amazing. Thank you to everyone for watching along. Hope you enjoyed this reaction. Hope you enjoyed some of the commentary. It wasn't too jumbled. Thank you, of course, to everyone who supports for the full and future reactions on Patreon. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.